Hello, how are you? I hope you're doing well, and welcome to an episode of Erika tells you about all the unread books that she owns that she must read in 2018. I looked back on my 2017 video that I filmed last year. Out of the 10 I mentioned, I still haven't read 4, which, that's a fail. That's a fail. I'm still working on it, better late than never, whatever. The first book I better read in 2018, Erika, if you're watching this, you must read it. You must read it. Okay? And that is Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens. How many times have I talked about this book? Okay, it's ridiculous. I am such a shame to myself. Erika, why? Your favorite Disney movie, Oliver and Company, is based on this, and you still haven't read this. Oh my god, I'm so mad at myself. I am forever halfway through this book. Honestly, at this point, I need to go back and start from the very beginning and then read the entire book. What's wrong with me? I don't know. Can yell at me in the comments. I feel like I'm never going to read this, but I have to. Next up, I would like to read Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte, and that's such a weird thing for me to say because honestly, I never cared about reading this book. I didn't give it a second glance. I always ignored it. Having purchased this beautiful edition and seeing other people talk about this book and how much they enjoy it, I am curious and I want to know if I'll like it. So I want to read this in 2018. The next book I need to read in 2018 is clearly a masterpiece, and that's Kronos Rising by Max Hawthorne. What would this list be without a sea monster book? This basically sounds like every other sea monster book I've ever read. We have our main character Jake. His wife drowns in a tragic accident. Somehow he's famous or something, so he goes back to this quiet coastal town, becomes the town's sheriff. He tries to live a normal life, but obviously that doesn't end well because people start dying off the coast, and I guess it's this creature that rises from the depths, and he's gotta kill it and save everyone. That sounds absolutely wonderful. I can't wait to read this. This isn't even my book, so don't judge me. This is my mother's book, okay? She read this and then she gave this to me and said, Erika, you need to read this because sea monster. And I said, thanks mom, you're the best. Next up I have The Sea Around Us by Rachel Carson. Honestly, I could have talked about any Rachel Carson book that I own because I have quite a few at this point, and I have such a love for Rachel Carson, and yet I haven't read anything by her. And that is not okay. So I gotta fix that this year. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Next up, I have another old looking book, and that would be For Whom the Bell Tolls by Ernest Hemingway. Everything I've read by Hemingway so far, I've enjoyed, and I want to continue that. So For Whom the Bell Tolls is the only Hemingway I own on my shelf that's unread, so I'm hoping to read this, and then afterwards read more. We'll see. This one looks like a hunker. Well, no, it's 300 pages, but we'll see. We'll see. War of the Whales by Joshua Horwitz. This is a nonfiction book about whales and sonar frequency and how damaging it is to sea life, and I've been wanting to read this for years, and now that I own it, I need to read it because this book sounds incredible. Well, I mean, it just sounds incredibly fascinating. I just need to read this. Also, I Love Dee More by Tom Spanbauer. I read Now Is the Hour by Tom Spanbauer last year, and it was so beautiful. It was one of the best books I read last year. As soon as I finished Now Is the Hour, I went and had to find another book by him, and this is what I found. So I need to read more by Mr. Spanbauer because my goodness, Now Is the Hour was so beautiful, and I just need more of that beautifulness in my life. So I'm hoping this is good. It should be. And lastly, I'm planning on partaking in a giant reread along. No, it's not Harry Potter, but a giant reread along. Party of one. Just me. Just me. Just me. I am declaring this year the year of the Meg, and you could try to tell me otherwise, but you're wrong. It's the year of the Meg. The film's coming out, so ahead of time right now, I apologize because I'm not gonna shut up about these books anytime soon, or ever really. So I'm gonna be rereading the entire series as well as maybe a couple other Steve Alten books. I haven't fully decided, but I probably will. So of course we have Meg, The Trench, Primal Waters, Hell's Aquarium, and Nightstalkers. And later this year, the sixth installment of the Meg series is coming out, so of course I'll be reading that as well. These are the 5 If anyone is interested in doing a read along with me or just joining in, you're more than welcome. Send me a message. I would love to read these with people and enjoy them because they're awesome. So just let me know. No pressure, but you should read Meg. I'm also probably going to read The Loch, which is Steve Alten's book about the Loch Ness Monster, which is almost on par with Meg. I think I love it just as much as Meg. It's just that there's so many books in Meg to enjoy more, and this is just The Loch. It does have a sequel, which is Vostok, but I don't like this book. I didn't enjoy it at all, unfortunately. And I think that's all the books that I really want to prioritize in 2018. We'll see what happens, but fingers crossed I get through these. If you guys have read any of these, leave a comment down below. Tell me your thoughts and opinions. If you're interested in a buddy read, let me know. That would be amazing. I love buddy reads, even though I kind of suck at them. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you are, and I will see you in another video soon. Bye.